Hi. Hello. Hold up. Trying to. Forgot I turned off my background image. Come on, OBS. Find it. There we go. Fantastic. We're gonna try this. Yesterday I was not having any luck. So, now that the VODs are taken down, really the only time I've taken down like a stream VOD is like I'm having some sort of technical difficulties. And it's just like I got like 30 minutes or something, and then I had to stop. Let's see, what? So yesterday, oh, let me hold up. Where am I? There I am. All right, cool. Um, Yesterday I tried, I think twice to do some Halo streaming. Um, for whatever fucking reason, the Master Chief Collection like proudly displays your gamer tag, and I don't. I have. I made this the little angry BMO to be able to hide that, but I'd have to literally have it up like all the time. Because anytime I'm going into like a menu, it shows your gamer tag, which is I don't why I don't know why I don't know why. So the first time that I started streaming, I had to stop. I had to go help someone outside. And then the second time, yeah, I was just like, I was running into that issue, and like it moves where your gamer tag is around slightly at times. And then as I was playing, I was just getting like so visioned playing that I would just kind of stop talking. I think it's because like that first level is just so, there's so much, it's just kind of like go, go, go in the beginning. Um, so it is a little harder to be yapping while playing. I think there are times probably when I was playing, the Half-Life stuff that like I went focus mode and did not chat, but yeah, I could feel myself getting like too locked into playing, and I was like, well, maybe this isn't a great game to try playing on stream. I think with the gamer tag thing, it's definitely not something that I'll try again, unfortunately, because that's at least until I don't know, kind of fiddle with my gamer tag stuff. Just dumb. That is just dumb. That's just dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Why would you set it up like that? I then for the third time that day tried to stream. I've had this game in my God Galaxy backlog for a little while. Uh, it's a game that I've played and beaten before. Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time is absolutely fantastic game. But then I was getting all kinds of just dropped frames, so it was just like I was getting little hiccups at first, and I was like, oh well, maybe it'll kind of like settle down. Then it was just kind of like nonstop. So yeah, I had to. Yesterday was not a streaming day apparently. Hopefully today is. Hopefully today is. We'll kind of we'll see how things go. What has been going on? It's been a couple days, I think, since I last streamed. Because that would have been when I finished up Opposing Force, which I really enjoyed that game. I think that's actually my favorite of that Half-Life 1 era game. Like game catalog, whatever you want to call it. Because it was giving me such interesting stuff to do. And I feel like there was a lot more story in Opposing Force and in Blue Shift than there is in Half-Life 1. I know like Half-Life 1, a lot of the drive behind that was to advance like first person shooters. but it really doesn't feel like it advanced all that much compared to like Blue Shift and Opposing Force, which does seem to be including a lot more of the like storytelling stuff that really became prominent in Half-Life 2. Um, I really like champing at the bit to play Half-Life 2, but I thought that might be like too much Half-Life in one go if I went straight into that. So I wanted to play something else, and unfortunately, the FPS that I was going to play yesterday just that wasn't working out. That wasn't working out. So now we're at like a little platformer game. Prince of Persia: Sands of Time is just like fantastic. It also seems to work pretty well with my Xbox controller that I have for my PC. I had to do a little bit of like mapping in the game itself, but it seems to be working pretty well with it. So I'm pretty excited about that. We'll kind of see as time goes on. I might have to fiddle with the button mapping a little bit. I tried to do what kind of made the most sense and maybe a little bit of muscle memory from when I originally played this on the original Xbox, because I'm pretty sure that's where I played it first. I know it came out for pretty sure it came out for the Xbox and the PS2. It might have come out for the GameCube. I don't remember. But I want to say it was on like the two larger platforms, the PS2 and the Xbox originally. And I'm pretty sure that I played it on the original Xbox, and it was just it's so good. It's so good. And I have replayed a little bit of it not that long ago, so it's not entirely nostalgia goggles going there. I don't know. They don't really make games like these anymore. I was talking the other day about like block puzzles, like pushing crates around puzzles, and Sands of Time has that. Sands of Time definitely has that. So we'll be experiencing some of that that gameplay design. What else? What else? I'll actually I can just yeah. I started playing this game off stream. I have it on my Switch. It is super cool. It's very chill. It's very like chill exploration puzzle kind of game. As much of it as I have played, there's a little bit of combat, but it's like very straightforward combat. Not That's absolutely not any kind of like Dark Souls nonsense. Um, but it's fun. It's chill. There's a lot of collecting going on. It's almost like a collectathon. It feels like in some ways, even though I don't yet know what all the item collecting things are really for. Like playing something like Banjo Kazooie, there's all the collecting things are pretty clearly for specific purposes. And so far in Gecko Gods, like there are things that you pick up from enemies and breaking bases, and I don't know what those are for. And then there are little like relic things that I've picked up a couple of, and I don't know. I think because I'm on like the starter island, but this is very interesting. If you played something like Sable, which I do want to play on stream, it feels kind of similar in like vibe to Sable. Very chill, very exploration focused. A bit of puzzle solving. The art style or the graphics engine seems kind of similar too. Um, and yeah, there's like ruins and mystery of the ruins kind of stuff going on in that, which is also kind of what happens in Sable. So I feel like it's worth a peek if you're looking for something like that. I'm enjoying it so far, and I maybe someday I'll play it on stream, but I it is kind of nice having games to play like off stream Because, I mean, gaming is like my hobby. Has been basically all of my life. Gaming and reading generally. Less reading. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to read like absolutely crazy. And less so now, but I am kind of getting into reading again. Still making my way through that Cinder book. It's still very entertaining and interesting. It's a matter of getting myself to like sit down and actually read, you know? Um, yeah. My background. I found this actually part of a larger image that is like the actual Wave catalog. I think this is like the Wave 1 set of Beast Wars Transformers. The other image on it was the one that I had before that had like Megatron and Optimus Primal on it, and Scorponok and the polar bear. It's a polar claw, I think. But I ran across this and I was reminded I did have the armadillo dude and the one that's up in the upper right hand corner, and the wolf, the one in the lower right hand corner. Uh, those are two more that I had. I swear there was like a warthog, and I don't. Maybe that was like a later wave, or I'm misremembering something. Uh, but I had a few more Beast Wars Transformers than I remember. I don't know. I know when it came out, there was a big fan like argument over Truck Not Monkey. People were pissed off that the Transformers were not like vehicles and it's technological things, that they were animals now. I don't know. Beast Wars was cool. Beast Wars was right at I was like at the right age for Beast Wars. It hit at a time where like I was still, watching cartoons, not that that's ever really stopped, and the action figures were coming out, and I still, got action figures and played with them and everything. And they were just cool. They're just they're super cool. I know that they've re-released some figures. I think like Rhinox has gotten a re-release. Tigatron might have. I know like Cheetor and like Megatron, like the characters from the show have gotten re-releases, but I don't know that any of the other dudes have gotten re-releases. Of course, they're like way more expensive now too. I don't know. I feel like there was a period of time back then where like toys were relatively cheap enough that you could, like, I could go with my allowance that I got for doing chores and whatnot and go pick up an action figure. I remember buying like Spider-Man action figures. I think I had the Lizard, and I remember those being real cheap, like $5 or something, which obviously inflation, blah blah blah, whatever, but like I think it was still relatively cheap even with inflation because like again, I was able to buy it. I look at like action figures nowadays and they're kind of expensive and they kind of seem lamer, honestly. But I'm not the target audience for those, at least the ones that you find in stores. I mean, there's definitely a market for people like me who like I have adult money now and I can go buy things that I couldn't buy myself as a child, so I will buy those action figures that are probably overpriced. But yeah, eh? Anyway, I'm going to load up Prince of Persia. I actually need to load up God Galaxy first. And we're gonna try it. We're gonna see. We'll see, how well it works. Again, I may have to do some like adjustments. Oh, there's a fantasy promo sale going on. This is dangerous. GOG has sales constantly. And they're honestly like they're usually pretty good sales. Pretty good. Wow, they have Breath of Fire 4 on Good Old Games. That's a game that I need to play through. And Dino Crisis. Yeah, I mean they have some good sales going on right now, so would definitely recommend if you like classic games. I guess is like a lot of what I've been playing and probably will play. There's obviously newer stuff that I've kind of played on stream and whatnot, but Good Old Games is pretty good for that. So like yeah. Yeah, I need water. My voice is gonna keep cracking. And it is I don't know. I did go back and watch like some of my past VODs, some of the more recent ones, just kind of make sure like things were coming across okay. I think I talked about this last stream, like the other one where I was kind of having to be a little quieter. It was nice. It was like a chill level of voice for me. Okay, we're gonna load this up and see. I'm gonna turn off my background because it's not. It'll kind of mesh or not mesh well. Hopefully that's not too loud. A pop team game. I'm gonna skip past that. That's basically the intro cinematic there. New game. Man, the music too. Use WASD. I'm not using WASD. I'm using a controller. Honestly, the controller is like... I had to do the mapping for it, but it's working pretty well, I feel like.
Most people think time is like a river that flows swift and sure in one direction. But I have seen the face of time, and I can tell you, they are wrong. Time is an ocean in a storm. You may wonder who I am and why I say this. Sit down, and I will tell you a tale like none that you have ever heard. Know first that I am the son of Shahram, a mighty king of Persia. On our way to Azad with a small company of men, we passed through India, where the promise of honor and glory tempted my father into a grievous error.
No, my son.
Like the first 2000s era graphics.
Your Majesty, I trust you will remember your promise. The Maharaja's treasure hoards lie within. See how he fights. Like a warrior son.
Voices seem a little low, so I might have to fiddle with the audio settings.
Do you think I felt regret as I gazed upon the destruction we had wrought? Or at least humility at the speed with which a world can be transformed from a good world into a hell? If you think so, you are mistaken. For in that moment I thought of one thing only. The honor and glory I would bring my father by fighting like a warrior in my first battle.
Let's see. Yeah. Okay. I turn the effects volume down. And the music. Hopefully that'll be good. Okay, so yeah. Get this down. If you've never played, I've actually never played the original Prince of Persia. Sands of Time was the first one that I played. I think because it was like a very big like, release when it came out. Like it was a game industry was so different back then that like this was a very big release. And I remember people being excited about it, my friends at least. And then, you know, getting it. Ooh. Camera angle. Can you not be annoying? Let's see. Yeah, landscape view. Run towards the edge and press space to jump. You're not doing that. I remember it being kind of a big deal when it came out. I remember a lot of game magazines back in the day talking about it. And that's kind of how we learned about, like, new games coming out. And this was one I remember popping up in game magazines a good bit. Like, combat is not terribly complicated. I guess it kind of is. You'll see. I was testing this the other day. I was testing this the other day. I did this little like vaulting thing that you can do. This. And launched myself over over the railing. So you do have to be a little careful. But yeah, the actual like
Many men that day sought to win honor and glory on the battlefield, that their king might say to them, as Khosrow said to Rustam, "You are the noblest of my warriors." From the moment my sword tasted blood, I knew this would not be my way. I would win my father's praise not by killing, but by being the first to find the Maharaja's treasure vault and the wonders within.
I love the narration and stuff like this. It's just so cool. Soul Reaver games kind of have that going on too. It's just like fantastic narration. I'm ready to attack. This is a very neat kind of like multi-enemy like combat system. Mark of Kree had something like that too. That had a more complicated version of this, where like you're just kind of directing where you want your attacks to go. Mark of Kree actually like you assign buttons basically to you assign buttons essentially to your enemies, and then you can like attack all around you using those buttons. And it's a very cool little system. This one's a little bit more freer than that, I guess you could say. Also, I really enjoy like drinking water restores your health. It feels so appropriate for a game set like basically in the Mideast. And we got wall running. stop doing all that slow-mo stuff once you've done it a couple times. So the game is, there's like combat segments, which are not like terrible, but I feel like they're not the main draw of the game. It's the platforming and like the kind of puzzle platforming and then the puzzle solving. And it's very cool. Very cool. I'm slow because my pants are full of water apparently. Doesn't care, apparently. Very, like, acrobatic combat. I mean, that wasn't it, but overall it becomes very acrobatic, and I don't know, it's just so... And then we climb. Gotta make sure I don't go so fast. I run into like the explosion stuff. Mind me. Camera does get strange. When you're in these like close combined areas. Especially when you're like transitioning between scenes. He always sheathes his sword so you know that combat's over. Want water. Give me water. I can drink from this. Oh. Oh, because I have full health. Dang, I didn't take any damage. Okay, so we need to... God, I love this.
Shall I continue my story from here the next time we're interrupted?
Yes. New save game.
Done. I'll start the story from here next time.
This one. If I remember correctly, the original Assassin's Creed was actually supposed to be like a new Prince of Persia game, which kind of makes sense with how Altair
And there
like,
it lay,
moves.
just out of reach, the dagger of time. There was a treasure I could carry with pride as a trophy of our victory. If I could only get there.
1 second. Had a delivery. Sorry about that. Okay. I'd say the only issue that I have with this version of the game is like you can map a lot of the buttons to a controller, but you still have to use your keyboard for like the menu stuff. So your mouse and keyboard, like that thing. Have to do it all in mouse and keyboard. Right there. I guess I'm too broad to like get through that hole there. Trying to think if there are any games that really have like the same sort of stuff going on, the same sort of like wall running stuff. That's right, the traps. Avoid spiky poles. That's probably good advice in general, you know? Whee! I think... Yeah. Like, just look at the details. Environment details. It feels very, like, Tomb Raider-y, which I enjoy. And that seems like a genre of game that doesn't really, like... It exists, but they don't make a whole lot of those kinds of games. I think they made a lot more of them back in the day. I want to say Soul Reaver is kind of the same thing. That has a lot of, like, sort of platformy bits and, you know, solving puzzles, that sort of stuff. Did not see... Ah, okay.
Whoa. Whoa.
I think you can... Yeah, there we go. Okay. All the way down. Not all the way down. It honestly feels so good playing this game. This is one of those games I absolutely loved as, you know, younger. I know I talk a lot about like, oh, I know I talk a lot about like nostalgia and retro games, and I hopefully that's not tiring to people, but like, there's so many good games that came out, especially this generation. Like, this may be a little bit of blasphemy, but like the GameCube, PS2, original Xbox, and I would include Dreamcast in this era. Just absolutely fantastic generation. So many inventive games. So many just... So much like creativity and ingenuity going on. So much experimenting with game styles and, you know, how mechanics just kind of work. It was the first generation where like 3D gaming like this really felt like it hit a real tipping point. Because the generation before this, like you have your PS1, your Nintendo 64, and there were good, they were absolutely good 3D games. There were a lot, honestly. But they were still trying to figure out how to make 3D games work, and you can really tell. And I feel like in this generation, they figured it out. They had it pretty well figured out, but there was still enough experimentation that you got real variability amongst games. I think nowadays a lot of games just kind of use the same control schemes, and some of that's probably, you know, because a lot of them are using the same engine. And it's a cool looking dagger too.
I had what I came for. It was time to get out. Now.
So there's like a lot of experimentation, you know? You get a lot of...
The miracle I had experienced by accident in the Maharaja's treasure room, I now discovered that I could trigger at will. By pressing a switch on the dagger's handle, I could turn back time.
It wasn't so homogenous. I think that's the thing. Not that there's anything bad with, like, modern games. Because there's a lot of really good games. Come on. But there was so much experimentation going on during this era, and like so much that was pretty well figured out that they could experiment in interesting ways on that. I love the hell out of it.
Father, I have brought us honor and glory.
Your Majesty, you promised me my choice of the Maharaja's treasures. That dagger.
Surely you won't deny the lad a souvenir of his first battle. You may have your choice of all the Maharaja's other treasures. Except that hourglass. That will make a fine gift for the Sultan of Azad when we pass through his city. And some exotic animals for his menagerie. And a few dozen slave girls. Yes, that should be enough. I want no animals or maidens harmed until I have chosen. Let it be known, King Sharaman is merciful in victory.
Trust not a man who has betrayed his master, nor take him into your own service, lest he betray you too. I learned the truth of this to my sorrow, the day that we arrived in Azad as the Sultan's honored guests.
My friend.
Your visit brings joy and honor to my poor and humble dwelling. If only you'd given me time to prepare a proper welcome.
The glories of Azad are famed throughout the world. And yet, the best is yet to come. I give you the sands of time. May
Voice
the
track is
friendship
all over the
between
place.
Our kingdoms endure as long as time itself.
The sand, why does it glow?
I can tell you. Inside the hourglass is a marvel that no living man has seen. Alas, only the dagger can unlock the sands of time, and it belongs to a greater one than I. A young prince, dearer to his father than all the wealth of India. Perhaps he will oblige.
No. No! Stop!
Is it meant to do this? Alicia Sigataha!
Give me the dagger.
No.
You have unleashed the sands of time. I can undo what you have done. Give it to me.
The voice track is like all over the place, so it goes real quiet. Hopefully it's audible. I feel like this portion is clearly audible. And here it all goes.
Prince, use the dagger.
I have to remember what I actually set that to. Okay.
Strike with the dagger. Take his sand.
Ah. Okay.
Now, finish him.
Like, you have to do that to actually kill them. Otherwise, they just keep getting back up.
Each time I struck them down, they rose to fight again. I soon realized that only by taking into my own dagger the sands that possess them could I liberate them from their monstrous living death.
Yay. I thought there was more. Yeah. The camera is having a day. Million times easier to do certain things. Camera. Alright, we'll get that one. Ooh, that camera. You definitely step into the glowing pillar of light. It's really interesting that they do that. Like, they give you a glimpse of what you're about to do, like the next segment of the game, but it's little pieces and glimpses, and it's interesting. I'm curious why. I'd be curious what the like design decision there was, because it doesn't detract from the
Done.
game.
I'll start the story from here next time.
And it does play into the whole, you know, timey-wimey bullshit that's going on in the game, but it's interesting.
You think me mad. I can see it by the look in your eyes. You think my story is impossible. Perhaps I am mad. Who would not be driven mad by horrors such as I have lived? But I assure you, every word is true.
I remember, is there... Guess there isn't anything up there. I know some of these do.
Wait! Come back!
Yeah, I can't go that way. Like, each room, each environment is a puzzle in and of itself. And that's so, just, it's so satisfying. When in trouble, use the dagger. Hold rewind to rewind. I don't remember. How do I... Well, okay. We don't just drop down, obviously.
The guest rooms, where my father, all our entourage, and I should have passed the night, lay cold and silent. The sands of time had swept through, stealing life and warmth from everything they touched. And I, who unleashed the cataclysm, had been spared. Were there others like me, who yet clung to life, hiding in fear among the ruins? It did not seem so.
So good. Giving 8 sand clouds will give the dagger a new sand tank.
Is anyone there?
The book. I wonder if the paintings that they have in places are like based off of actual works. I feel like that would be interesting. Oh. Wing. There are places where you like chain those things together and it's... Oh my god, okay, I need to shut up because there's just so much about this game that I love. Oops. That almost wasn't good. Come on. The one thing a remake could really do is like tighten up the camera. But that's, I mean, that's a pretty common... There's something up. There it is.
Stop!
She just kind of like chilled
Had
there.
I really seen her? Or had my
Maybe?
senses given way under the burden of horrors too great to bear, and conjured up a phantom? Either way, I could not rest until I had found her again.
Line herself up better. There's so much good stuff. Oh my god, I can't. You know there's like segments with these things where you can actually like get to new little areas? I guess not yet. Yeah, an actual remake of this game, like tightening up the camera itself. Obviously they would like update the graphics. Although it would be interesting, like remaking a game and not just going like straight up realism. Like if they actually went for like a unique art style instead of we're gonna make everything, you know, look as realistic as possible. I think that would be more interesting. Alright. I'm gonna get Sometimes they wait patiently and sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's best to just kind of like knock as many of them down as possible.
I soon discovered that when I had collected enough sand, the dagger gained the power to stop time. Not for me, but for the enemy I struck.
Ah. That's an interesting way of, like, giving a tutorial, you know, like, just dialogue from the character themselves learning. It's super cool. I like that. I would like more of that. Or
Done. I'll start the story from here next time. Whence came these visions that assaulted me thus like fever dreams? Each time I awoke feeling drained and beaten, and each time what I had seen came to pass, as if the sands of time were giving me a glimpse into my own future.
neat looking fountain. I think there's something back here. Maybe? Oh, it's not. Trying not to miss like any little secret. There, maybe? Hold up. No, I think that's just the way that I have to go. That, like, movement switching direction is just so smooth. Over here? Oh, this is where it is. Okay, okay. So, there are these little things that you run across. I don't think these are ever actually explained in game.
What the?
Oh. Just
Hello?
beautiful.
Is anyone there? I have a feeling I'm not in Azad anymore. Water.
It's gone.
What just happened? That's strange.
That cut off the dialogue a little bit. That's okay. sure I'm not missing anything.
Hello?
Give me the dagger.
Who are you?
I am Farah, the daughter of the Maharaja from whom you stole it. This is your doing,
I saw my father turn to sand.
and we will share his fate if you do not give me the dagger to undo what you have done.
Your traitorous vizier used the same words. From now on, I trust no one but myself. Run! Go back to the reception hall. Wait for me there. Go!
Nice. And of course there's water.
Now I remembered her. Since we left India, she had been there. In the desert, I had felt her dark eyes upon me. Now, here she was again. She and I, the only two survivors. Did I say two? Excuse me. We were three.
Where it came from. Oh no. There, yeah, okay. To be fair, I do not remember a whole lot of this game, so I'm not like running off. I know exactly where to go from here and here and here. Some of it I do remember, like some of it is stuff that's seared into my memory. But there's also a lot of stuff that I just like don't. Let's see. I don't think there's anywhere. Yeah, I think I have to.
The
That's
hourglass. What? I did not understand the meaning of what I had just seen, but I knew, with a certainty I could not explain, that those winged creatures had a master. The man who had tricked me into opening the hourglass now had his prize, and for some unknown purpose coveted the dagger as well, would stop at nothing to possess it. Well, I would give him what he sought. I would plunge it into his foul and treacherous heart.
Okay. Imagine actually doing this. Like, oop. They're just jumping around on these columns. So high up in the air. It'd be cool. It'd be very cool to be that acrobatic. I wish I were that acrobatic. There's no way I would ever be that acrobatic or have that much like muscle to just like cling to it, like you're scaling a palm tree or something. And no, like at least at the palm, like a palm tree, there's something there to kind of like stop you, like something to create some friction. There's really not with these things. how did we... Wait, I feel like I'm missing something. Am I missing something? No, I guess not. Okay. Oh, okay, I guess I didn't need that. Now I do. There we go. That's gonna be too far away. And that means that I can't wall jump. Think? I feel like that's too great a distance. But also. Then also almost missed that. Ah, but I can go that way. Go that way. Nope. There's not a pull there. Okay.
Whoa.
That one. There we go. Also, like, being able to drop like that and catch yourself. There's no way. There's no way. It would not. It would not work for me. Okay, where do I go? I think what I do, maybe? I think I wall run and jump on that pole. Yeah. Of course, we have dancers. I want to say... Yeah, you can freeze people. And they're just kind of like stuck there.
It was indeed the dagger of time.
Ooh,
I began
camera.
to realize why the vizier wanted it so bad.
But you're not able to, like, suck them up afterwards. Oh, come on. So, like, it's helpful when there's just a shit ton of enemies. But, like, if you need sand, not as useful. Ah. real easy to get, like, cornered in shitty places where the camera goes crazy. I do like that they can hit each other too. Especially when you get like, you know, circled, surrounded. It's kind of nice that they can screw themselves up. Yay! Ooh, completing all power tanks will give the dagger new powers. Ooh. Every 16 retrieves will create a new power tank. Oops. That was the wrong button. Well, let's go save. Puzzle. I remember that puzzle.
Done. I'll start the story from here next time.
Let's see. I know. Why can I move that one? Okay. As long as there's nothing that it will, like, lead me to. Oh, wasn't behind that one. Behind that one either. Fuck your couch. This one? Ah, that one. Okay, well, not going that way. Maybe I need to wall run. I get far enough? I will. Nice. Great puzzles. And I'm not just like tossing them everywhere like in Half-Life. God, I remember this puzzle. I don't remember this puzzle in full, but I remember this puzzle being kinda tedious. Okay.
Look at...
Okay, well, I feel like I should have been close enough to be able to grab onto that. Is there another... Just not moving fast enough? Why am I moving so slow? Oh. That's why. Why am I moving so slow? Stop jumping. Okay. It's like a matter of the control stick. It's not registering it as like a run when it should be. Okay, that's good.
Oh, thank God! I was afraid you were one of them! Can you help me activate the Azad defense system? It'll take both of us to do it! I'll reset the axles for you! The man who's normally in charge of this got... Never mind!
How did he survive?
Ride the platform down to the bottom, then use those two cranks to bring it back up! You see those 4 axles? You'll need to pick them up one by one until you've got all 4. Then, bring them up to the top together. Make sure you pick them up in the right order.
Okay.
That's it! You've got the first axle! Now, pick up the other 3!
Okay,
Remember,
so
pay attention to the grooves!
the voice actor just yelling. Alright, I need to get that one. So that's the... I need that one aligned with that. I need to go up.
That's it! One crank turns the platform! The other one raises and lowers it!
Okay, and then okay, I realized that I lined it up, thank you.
That's 2!
Now we gotta spin it over there so that we can move it up. What's the next one? What's the next one that's available? Crescent Moon? Okay. I think I need to get the Crescent Moon first. I think Yeah, no. Not doing that, though. I think then if you lower it. Aha. Except now I can't actually, like... I won't be able to move it, though. I think I do have to pick that one up first. Yeah. What a, like, weirdly complex system to have for your defense system.
Just one more!
You know? Okay. Then we have to spin these. I think that will...
Not yet! You need to pick up all 4 axles! Then bring them up to the top!
There we go. There we go.
That's
Yay!
more! Now, bring them up to the top and line them up with their gears!
So... let's see, how do we have this? Does it just need to spin this way? Yeah? Alright. There we go.
That's it! I knew you could do it!
That poor voice actor, man. I...
Now, there's one last step. Do you see that platform? Throw your lever, and I'll throw mine!
What manner of machine is this?
I told you, it's the palace's defense system! Stop wasting time! Throw your lever!
That's not really a lever, that's... Did he die?
We did it!
Oh no.
Serve those accursed demons right! Oh, by God, they'll rue the day they ever dared attack the palace of Azad!
I just made things infinitely harder for myself. Did he turn into one? Or did he get killed? I'm actually not sure. I'm curious how he survived to that point too, but eh. See, I can fuck with puzzle solving like that. That wasn't actually that bad. Oh my god, I can torpedo attack.
Done. I'll start
Yay.
the story from here next time.
I wonder if I could finish this game in like one day.
Oh no. Why did I listen to that madman?
I mean, that is a fair question. Pass safely through spikes. Walk very slowly. Is slow enough? I don't know if my controller sensitivity is like... gonna fuck me over there. Or just stop. Hi, controller. I have to figure out what's causing that with my computer. I mean, aside from it just being fucking
Palace's
Windows.
defenses had a twisted logic of their own. They could be circumvented by using the strategically placed switches, which I soon learned to recognize.
That's not
Yet
really
it was
a
hard
switch.
to escape the feeling that I had made a terrible mistake by setting in motion such a deadly system of traps, which seemed in truth more likely to claim my life than that of an invader that was not flesh and blood.
Yeah, that's fair. Come on. What? There we go. I think you have to be up on it to be able to jump. You made it. I love the lighting. Like I don't know, there's something about that. Okay, we can use the walls to... Oh, yeah, we can. Works. Being a little... There we go. That wasn't what I wanted. Split you in half. I wonder if anyone's like beaten this game without ever having to rewind time. You know? I feel like that'd be kind of an interesting challenge. Heal myself first. Then we'll save. Sands of time length. How long is the Legend of Zelda Sands of Time? The fuck? How long to beat? There we go. 9 hours. Okay. Completion is 10.5 hours. So, I mean, I probably could do it in one stream if I really, 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 really wanted to, but I really, really, really don't want to do that.
Done. I'll
So
start the
probably
story from here next
3
time.
streams? Okay. Well, that is one of those little jumpy bar. Oh. Ah! Those little things are bastards. I remember that much. Actually, do I even... I don't want to. Like, seriously, who... I mean, I guess this is a good defense system. Because, like... Damn. Like... Damn. Oh, camera. Getting lost. Getting lost there. Die. Like, anytime I'm not going hard in one direction, he kind of slows to a walk. Clearly something back there.
Strange. I feel as if I've been here before.
I don't think this is ever explained. Which, honestly, I kind of like.
I've been here before.
Or maybe it's explained in the sequels. I have played Warrior Within, the second one. A little bit, but not like... not beaten. So maybe it gets explained there, because I know there's more exploration of that stuff. Which I will 100% end up playing those on stream.
I feel
Warrior
stronger than ever.
Within and Two Princes, I think. Where am I supposed to be going? Probably that way. Yeah. Camera kind of wigging out there. I do wonder if the camera is a little bit better in the sequels. I imagine it is. Let's open it there. Oh, it's not a timed one. Okay. Except it slammed shut behind me, so...
Farah! Can you hear me?
Did I actually get her name? I mean, at the very least, the camera angles in some of these places are, like, very helpful for where you need to go. No. Maybe? Nice. Ooh, that was close. It's my dad. It's my pops. I like how he has one normal eye. Alright, camera.
Help me!
That was a bad time. Ah! I have to kill all guard dudes first. I'm gonna die. I'm dying. Alright, let's rewind a little bit more. Can we? Can we? Okay, that's better.
Help me!
Better. Now it's all big boys. Oh, okay. Let's rewind. That's probably good. Oh, that's right. Those guys will stop you from doing the little flippy shit. Okay, that was on me. Let's okay. It does make combat very interesting that you can like rewind and try to find the right. Okay, why is he so? I'm trying to go after that one. It just will not. Hey, rude. I'm gonna use up all my sand here. Honestly, it's pretty nice that you can refill this like mid-combat. So, you know, if you're not doing super fantastic, do I need to... Let's... These guys seem to want to just keep respawning. Yeah, that low sweep is gonna... Go. That's better. Feels like they're just continuously spawning. Nice. Okay. They're not just endlessly respawning. He's gonna keep getting me with that sweep. Come on. Yeah, come on. Are you gonna shoot him or are you just gonna stand there? I don't think you can break his guard. Oh, you can. Let's go like Western mode. There we go.
I'm sorry.
Why?
I know what it is to lose a father.
That was not my father.
What are you doing? Stop!
Yes. A booby-trapped courtyard.
Done. I'll start the story from here next time.
So, this is the thanks I get for saving your life.
You don't understand. I need that dagger to undo.
To undo what I have done. Truly, you must think I'm a fool.
You are right to be cautious. But fight as bravely as you may, you cannot defeat this enemy. The sands will spread.
Oh, there was some jiggle
They
there.
will consume everything. I have heard it said that you are kind as well as brave. Please believe me. Help me find the hourglass.
It is in the Sultan's treasure vault, atop the Tower of Dawn.
How do you know that?
I just know. Come with me then if you insist. But I warn you, I move pretty fast. You'd better keep up.
Wait, I need to drink water. Oh, he started me right by a fountain. Okay. Let's.
Wait!
You know, that much water I drink during this game. I think you would have to pee at some point.
And you were worried about me.
Fair.
I'll cover you.
Please don't. You're liable to hit me.
Come on. Come on, camera. Okay. That wall jump really doesn't. Ball rebound. Very finicky. Ah. That's kind of my shit. Convenient. Is there more? Okay. That's not what I was trying to do. Yeah, sometimes the directional stuff doesn't work super great. That was a lot of damage. Alright. That was not the drink water
I
button.
almost feel as if I've lived this moment before.
I do like that she comments on it.
Careful!
Get that one first. Then we'll do this thing. Oh, that's right. You get that weird little, like, dash attack thing.
Done. I'll start the story from here next time.
Stop! Are you alright?
How long was I out?
Long enough. What if the sand creatures came back?
They won't. Not here anyway.
The switch to open it is on the other side.
Yep.
Careful!
That's not what I wanted. Alright, there we go.
Are you alright?
Stay there! I'll try to find a way in!
I feel like I should have. Grabbed onto that. No. Oh, controller, you are being super weird. There we go. Not really sure why that didn't happen the first
Tried
time.
to steal my dagger after I saved her life. She would have left me there to die. And here I am, risking my life for her again. And why? Good question.
Here I am.
She has a real cute voice actress. I opened something up. Oh. That's really pretty. More combat. Who wasn't who I was aiming at, but okay. camera. All power tanks created. Nice. So I assume that there's more. Hold special action, right click, then press rewind for Mega Freeze. Yeah. Hold special action, then press rewind for Mega Freeze. Oh, wait. Huh. Okay. Might have to use the keyboard for some of that stuff. There's something back that way? No, I already got it. Okay. I feel like a really stylized cel-shaded look would work for this game. Like if they remade it.
Done. I'll start the story from here next time.
Which I know the kind of like... The one that came after the Sands of Time trilogy used a sort of cel-shaded look. That would honestly be an interesting game to play. I didn't play a whole lot of that one. I know a lot of people didn't really like it the same way. Go the other way. Oh, do I have to... Yeah, there we go. Is this... I think this is a... Yeah. Water. That's more health over there, I think. Yeah. This is really pretty too. There's some really like pretty vistas in the game. Pretty like settings and scenery. I got a bunch of health. There's something over there. Well, I mean, I can't go through. Can't go through that door. Ha. Okay, I see.
I'm down here. There you are. Try not to get separated again, shall we? It's so quiet out there. It's terrible. But also beautiful.
Maybe to you.
No, I get it.
Look!
You're a skinny little thing.
Rude. It's the other way. It's a gate that I can't get through, I guess.
What is this place?
We'll need to find a way down to the bottom.
Oh, the little mantis pincers.
I can't do that.
Stay there!
I can
This
reach
is really
one.
cool. I think Aiko did something kind of similar, like where you have an NPC who like helps you.
I'll just wait here then. Shall I?
Yeah. Yeah, you will. Okay, come on. Come on, controller.
Oh!
Okay, well that was on me.
Are you all right? I heard strange noises.
No permanent damage, thank you.
I think you have to land and then wall run over to that other platform.
There's another lever in that corner. Do you think you can reach it?
Yeah, okay. I figured that I mistimed that. There we go.
I've got it. Your turn now.
I really do like this kind of like gameplay. Like having an NPC that's like, I mean, I hesitate to call it like smart, but like that can solve puzzles
Here
with
I am.
you. It's neat.
Now pull the lever. I can reach this one.
And there's enemies down there. I wonder if anyone's like
Your turn now.
working on an indie game like this. You know? Like the same kind of puzzle solving sort of stuff. Maybe not the same combat or anything, but like something that mixes this sort of puzzle solving with combat. like mysteries.
Stay
maybe?
there!
Can I get down without like totally killing myself? Well, that's a big boy. Guy breaks my guard. And he does the little sweepy thing. Okay. Ooh, that was close. There's two of them now. It's getting out of hand. There's two of them now. How it goes, I don't even remember. Thank you. So helpful. Alright, there's more enemies. That feels kind of cheesy. They're actually kind of easy to kill. Ah, there's a save point. Let me heal. I'm gonna use a save point. And then I think we'll call it there. Been a good like 2 hours. There we go. Try to make sure I'm not like missing any of those. Hey. Alright. Not really sure what happened there, but okay. How did that open up? Oh, it's probably the one... Probably the one up top. Yeah. I know there's another crate somewhere. There you are. There we go. You can do it.
Please be careful.
She's nice. Such a jerk to her. She's so nice. Yes. Yes. Oop.
Done. I'll start the story from here next time.
The mouse is plugged in kind of an awkward way, so it's making it a little hard to maneuver. Okay.
I'm alright.
That's a good place to go ahead and stop.
Do you wish me to leave before finishing my story?
I'm so sorry, Prince, but yes.
As you wish.
I will play more of this on stream. I absolutely love this game. That, like, the camera issue notwithstanding, like, I don't even care. The game is so good that it, like, doesn't stop me from enjoying it. Yeah, I would love more games like this. Holy hell. Anyway, if you... Let me actually quit out so I can get my mouse back. If you watched this at any point in time, thank you very much. Oh, Dog wants me to leave a review. Maybe we'll leave a review once we're done. Yeah, if you watched this at any point, thank you very much. I love older games. It's not that I like hate newer games or anything, but like there's so many old games that are so good that deserve so much recognition. And I don't feel like they really get it nowadays. I know there's like a few retro gamers, but like retro gamer streamers, but man, deserves more attention. But if you happen to watch this at some point in time, thank you very much. Otherwise, you have a good rest of your day. I don't know why I said otherwise. Otherwise is stupid. If you didn't watch this, I hope you have a good rest of your day. I mean, I do. Unless you're a jerk or something. I don't know. Anyway.